One tip for beginner traders who are starting out, or traders who are suffering, or traders who don't have a consistently profitable method, it's a very important tip which I want to give you is whenever you're going to decide a setup to trade, select a setup in the beginning to trade which has higher win rate. And what it means is, like, if you're going to be trading a setup which has a win rate of only 20 to 30%, which many of the trend following kind of methods have a win rate of only 20 to 30%. So in those kind of methods, what happens is 60-70% of the time your trade is not going to work, and 30% of the trades are going to make big money. The problem for beginners to trade something like this is it's very discouraging. If you're putting in trades after trades and it's not working and you're just getting stopped out, and then you need to find one trade which is going to pay for like 30-40 loss making trades, right? It's very discouraging. You need positive reinforcement to learn trading fast, and this is something which is not appreciated, or you don't have an understanding in the beginning, and everything looks like everything looks like attractive, and you can get attracted to these kind of methodologies which have a lower win rate. Think of it like this. Okay, if you have a girlfriend and 80% of the time she kicks you and 20% of the time she gives you a hug, what is going to be your situation? Same way, if you are trading setups which require you to have losses after losses after losses, you are not going to be motivated. You are going to feel frustrated. Your emotional state is going to be very, very bad. As against that, if you are trading a setup which has 60% win rate, you are having continuous success ratio. And continuous success is very important in the beginning of trading, because if you have a continuous success, you're making profits. They may not be large profit, but you have 60% of the trades working, or say more than 60% trades working. Then what happens is you are going to get positive strokes. You are going to be in a positive mood. You will grow as a trader. And once you perfect a trading set method or a trading setup which has a high win rate and start making money, then later you might switch to a methodology which involves lower win rate, because you want to like find those big trades. But if you start in the beginning, and unless you have a personality who can withstand negative reinforcement every day, you will find that it is very, very frustrating. You will be like completely a mess, and many times you're going to give up because you're going to take trades, they are not going to work. You're going to take trades, and once in a while a trade shows up, it is going to pay for. So it's very difficult, and this is one of the classical problem I see with a lot of new traders, because when you are new, unfortunately, you don't have enough understanding of this industry, you don't have enough understanding or perspective, and then you can get carried away, or somebody tells you, look at a trade something which is longer duration, longer term trades, and it appeals to you because human psychology is like that. But when you actually practically start trading these low win rate kind of methods, there's nothing wrong with trading low win rate methods. The only problem is that psychologically, for a new person who's trying to learn, there are no wins. Are you going to be staying in the game for 1 year if you are getting negative reinforcement day in and day out? So think about it. So my advice, if you are a new or beginner trader, is to look for trading methods which have higher win rate. The higher win rate methods don't have very high per trade profits, but there are two things. One is like look for a method which has a high win rate, which typically boils down to having swing trading kind of methods. Second, these methods will produce more trades. And if your method produces more trade, you're going to learn faster, because the more trials which you do, you're going to learn faster. And that way you can build your skill and confidence. It's not only the profitability which is important, it's your confidence and your sanity which is very important when you're a beginner. So this is my one tip for beginner traders. Find a method or find a setup which has a high win rate, and those typically will be in swing trading time frames, of lower time frames of 1 to 3 days kind of a hold. So think about it, think seriously about it. Ask yourself this question: if I'm going to get negative reinforcement every day, what is the effect of it going to be on me? And that is why, however tempting it sounds to trade these kind of methods, which are very low, but like they 1 or 2 trades make big moves. That's the psychological problem. And I have spoken to many new traders, and this is my number one tip for them to become quickly profitable.